This is NBC.
Hail to thee, Jim Perry, MC extraordinaire, who handles guests and questions with wit and charm to spare. On Cut Shucks. And here's the host of Cut Shucks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Car Charge. You're very kind. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you. Thank you, Gene. Thank you. Thank you so much. And for the opening poem, I'd like to thank my mother. No, that poem was sent in by Lorraine Anderson of Arcadia, California, watching us on KNBC Channel 4. Lorraine, thank you for the poem. Thank you for the kind words. Let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and Lois will start loading them in and we'll meet our card sharks. Debi Jewell, our champion. Hi, Debi. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And again, a little reminder about yourself.
I'm Debi Jewell. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I'm presently living in Sylmar, California. My husband and I enjoy camping, backpacking, and bicycling.
How long have you camped? What's the longest trip you've taken?
I took 10 weeks during the summer. I teach school, and I went around the United States camping and staying with friends and relatives.
And you still like it after all.
Oh, I love it. I love the outdoors.
Debi's a good player with us. She's won $1,100 in cash with just one trip to the money cards. Shula Allen is the challenger. Hi, Shula. Good to see you again. I'm fine. Won't you again remind us about you?
Yes, I'm Shula Allen. I was a graduate from UOP School of Pharmacy. I'm from Pomona, California, and I hope to get married in August, and I just enjoy all kinds of sports and activities.
Good. Delighted to have you back. I don't think I got a chance to ask you on the last show, how long do you study to get a pharmacist's license?
Okay, at our school, it's a 5-year program to get your doctor of pharmacy, 4-year for BS. And I went
a BS thing. Interesting term they use for that.
Bachelor, Okay, and at most pharmacy schools like SF here and USC, it's a 6-year program.
So that's a lot of studies. Good luck with it now. I'm sure you're enjoying getting into the work market, right?
I'm at school.
Oh, okay. Nice, Debi. You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match. Then we'll pick up where we left off. We played the best 2 games out of 3. As we left off, Debi, the champion, won game number 1. We're in the middle of game 2, and Shula's done a little bit towards catching up. She's moved over now, has a 7 as her base card, needing 2 cards. Debi with a queen needs 4. What is this, Janice? You look at the pose she's doing. Janice is holding out her hand like, you look like a real model there, huh? Okay, we'll pick up with question 2. It goes to you, Debi.
Okay.
Debi, we found 100 house husbands. These are all men who stay home and take care of the house and kids while their wife works. And we asked them, have you ever been to a Tupperware party? How many house husbands? Yes, and yes, they have been to a Tupperware party.
I think if you're a Tupperware salesman, you try and get everybody there that you possibly can, and maybe they went with their wife, but I think maybe 40 had been.
40 out of the 100 house husbands have been to a Tupperware party. Higher or lower,
The audience seems to think higher, but I think it might be a little bit lower. Even though the men are house men and everything, I don't think they delight in going to Tupperware
Some of the
parties.
audience agrees with you, Laura. You don't think they go to the Tupperware parties, huh? So you say lower.
Yes.
Well, if it is lower, you'll play your cards. If not, Debi plays hers. And the actual number of house husbands who have gone to a Tupperware party is 23. It is lower. Shula, we left off with a 7.
Change that card.
When you win the question, you can change the base card. And an ace! Great change. Lower than the ace. A 4. With a tie, she ties up the match. She got a tie. And just like that, each player with 1 game and $100, and that means we've set up for the tiebreaker in game 3 with just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here, and we'll start the tiebreaker with a question to you, Shula. Shula, a court recently forced a divorced woman to give up her children because she was living with a man she wasn't married to. You might have heard about that in the news. So we asked 100 people, do you think a mother who lives with a man out of wedlock should have to give up her children? How many people said yes, she should have to give up her children?
Oh, well, today the morals are kind of shifting a little bit. I think that people would think that mothers should have their children, okay?
How many feel she should have to give them up?
I don't think she should have to give them up. I think it would be a low number, like about 22.
22 out of 100 people say if she's living out of wedlock with another man, she should give up her children.
Okay, I think each situation has to be looked at as far as how good a mother she is and how much time she spends with the child. I think that A little more people are going to say, though, they look at that situation and say it's not a good idea for those children to live with those kinds of morals. I'll say it's slightly higher.
You say higher. It is a tough question, and if you've made your decision at home, we'll find out. The actual number of people who think she should have to give up her children is 43. Very much higher. Debbie. Very tough question, and Debbie won it. She starts the tiebreaker with a 10.
I'll change that card.
Can she make a good change? Yes, a 4.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 4. A 6. If it's higher, Debbie wins the championship. No. It is not higher. Shula, you're still in it, and a free chance to play a 9.
Okay, I'm gonna go higher.
She's got a feeling against the odds. Is she right? Yes, for the Queen. We have a new champion. It's lower. We did it. Took a big chance, and it paid off with the championship. Debbie, we have to say goodbye. Thank you so much. Leaving us with $1,100. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie Jewell. Shula Allen, come on down here. Hello there. Isn't it nice to be here?
Yes, it's lovely to be here.
It's going to be nicer to get over to the money cards. Coming up right after this commercial break.
The Buzzer Academy of Hosting presents Making an Entrance.
I'm going to wear this, I don't care what you say.
For more lessons, tune into Match Game, today starting at noon.
Back with our new champion, Shula Allen, $200 richer for winning the match. And now to the money cards. Did you cut the card?
I cut the cards.
Hope you gave him a good cut.
Oh, I hope so too.
Let's get over and play those money cards. Come on, Shula. Here we go. Janice and Lois coming out. And you start dealing them out. Those are the cards you cut. We're going to give you $200 of new money and 3 cards on the bottom line to bet as you will. Up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money, 3 more cards. Minimum bets, remember, $50 till you get to the top card. The big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. I must say, Janice and Lois look like they're about to go camping with Debbie in those outfits there. You're all set?
I'm all set.
Then here's $200. And remember, you can change your base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Lois. We'll start Shula with $200 and a 4.
Oh, I love that card, and I bet $150 that it's higher.
$150 that this card is higher than the 4. No. Down to 50 with a 3.
I'll bet my $50 that it's higher.
Let's build it back up. Let's get it up to 100 now. Higher. Yes. Another 4, and you're back to 100.
I have $100. I'm going to bet my $100 that it's higher.
Higher for $200. It is. You've got 200 and a 6. And we're going to give you the other 200 when we move up the 6.
Change the card.
See if we can make a good change. 400. Shula will play this level. Well, a 5 is a little better.
Okay, I'm going to bet $100 that it's higher.
We're due for a high card. $100. Let's see one right now. Higher. That's higher.
Okay, I'm going to bet $300 that it's lower.
Good size bet. I don't see a big one. Let's not see a big one now. $300. Lower than a queen. Yeah! 800, and you're near in the middle, Shula.
Okay, $200 that it's higher.
$200 on a 7. Ooh, she's taking a big chance. I hope you're right. 200 higher. No. Oh, and you took the chance. It cost you some money, but a great card comes up. I wish you had that money because you have 600 and a 2.
I'll take the whole $600 and I'll bet it that it's high.
Let's be there. $1,200 of this card is higher than a 2. Here! 1,200, 200 in the game. That's $1,400. Boy, I wish you'd held back on that 7. You probably would have had another $300 because you would have had $150 to bet. But $1,400 is not bad for Shula Allen. We'll be back with her and a new challenger in a moment right after this. Yeah, you took a chance on that one. Our champion, Shula Allen. Again, our congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice job. Okay, Shula. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards. How we need a new challenger on card charts. Dina Appleby. Hello, Dina. Oh, I like that entrance. That's very nice. Hello, world. Dina's here. That's nice.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us about you, Dina?
My name is Dina Appleby. I'm a native born of Israel. I'm a part-time Hebrew school teacher and a full-time mother to a teensy-bitsy little baby. And I'm expecting my next one in June or July. And I have a wonderful husband.
Oh, good. You're also very expressive. How teensy-weensy is the little baby?
My teensy-bitsy baby is 17 months old.
And now you're going to have another teensy-weensy one?
I have to do it quick because I want to have a big family. So I have no time.
How big?
8 to 10. Higher, lower,
Nice to have you here, Dina. You got the cards?
Yes.
Here we go. Higher, lower, elevated. Just bring them on. Let's start the match with a question to you, Shula. Shula, now, we've all seen those cartoons about the Stone Age where the cavemen drag their women around by the hair, right? So we asked 100 single women, would you enjoy being dominated by your man like that? How many single women would enjoy being dominated like that?
The question is, they're single women. They're not married yet. And I doubt very seriously if they'd like to be dominated by the men like that, not dragged around by the hair or everything. So I think that would be about 15 of the women.
15 of the 100 would like that. What do you think, Ina?
Forget it. We are not masochists, you know. People don't like to forget it. We have class. We are women. Thank you. I would like it. I would like to do it maybe. So even if I'm lower than it.
You'd like to drag your husband around?
Not to me.
Oh, but you'd like to drag him around, huh?
I don't. But you see, if I have the choice to drag or to be dragged, I'd rather drag.
You'd rather be the dragger than the draggee. I see. Okay.
Lower. I said lower.
The actual number of single women who said they would enjoy being dominated by their man like that is 9. You're right. It is lower. Dina. Dina starts off with a 2.
I love this part.
And
Higher.
then a 2, a 9.
Freeze.
We move over the freeze bar that protects that position, and of course it keeps Shula away from her cards. Dina, here's your first question. Dina, we asked 100 parole officers. From your experience, does capital punishment deter criminals? How many parole officers said capital punishment does deter criminals?
What is parole?
Parole officers, these are men who look after people who get out of prison a little early, and they give them a chance to get back into society. But they report to these parole officers.
Okay, so again.
And how many parole officers said that capital punishment, yes, familiar with that?
Yeah.
Does deter criminals? It does stop criminals from committing crimes.
No, forget it.
Oh.
No good.
Then I'm sorry I mentioned it, friends.
Listen, don't go the hard way on those people. I mean, that's too much on them. Let's say that 43 people...
43 parole officers said capital punishment does deter criminals?
43.
43.
Whatever, 43 would be good.
43. What do you think, Shula?
They say stop people from committing a crime, and I don't think that those people, when they're committing a crime, they're thinking about maybe I might get, killed or something. So I'm going to say that number is lower.
Lower than that?
Yeah.
A lot of agreement from our audience with you, Shula. The actual number of parole officers who said capital punishment deters criminals is 72. Not lower. Isn't that interesting? They feel the threat of capital punishment does deter.
Change that card.
Get rid of the 9. An 8.
I
Lower than the 8. A 10.
You know what? I'll go for it. Downer, not downer, lower.
Down and lower. Oh, no. Oh, and she took a chance. Didn't pay off. Break for Shula. And a 7.
Ugly card, but I'm going to say higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes, an 8.
I'm going to say higher.
She's going to take a risk higher. It is.
I'm going to go lower.
Risking it lower. An 8. Not going to try to take a chance with that one more. Shula needs one card for the first game of the match. And the question to you, Shula. Shula, we asked 100 women, just between us. Do you ever secretly enjoy telling a girlfriend a nasty little rumor you heard about her? How many women admitted they sometimes do enjoy telling a girlfriend a nasty rumor they heard about her?
Well, sometimes we women can be a little cruel. And I think you'll try to butter it up, but it'll still be the same nasty little thing. So I think about 65 women would like to do that.
65 out of 100 say, yeah, they'd love to tell someone a rumor they heard about them.
I'm a woman, and I'm not ashamed of it. And I know what we do. We do lots of foolish shit like that. We love it to see somebody else is suffering, right? I mean, I say, oh, I'm sorry they said it about you, but that's how they say. They say you are ugly, you know? But I tell you, they do it. Higher.
Even higher than 65. Dina believes in the subtle insult. They come up and say, you're ugly. Subtle. 65 and higher. The actual number of women who admitted they sometimes enjoy telling a girlfriend a nasty rumor they heard about her is 19. No, it's not high. It is lower. Very much lower. Now a big change for Shula. The 8 to become a 3. For the first game of the match, higher. Yes. Shula wins game 1. Dina has to make a comeback. We'll be right back right after this.
Up next, card sharks and oversized cards are taking over. Then on Pressure Luck, it's the whammies that are taking over. Stay tuned.
And while Janice is dealing out the cards to begin game number 2, I want to share something with you. With Shula's win of the money cards, someone was asking in the audience how long the show has been on. We are just starting, just a couple of weeks into our 3rd year, and we thank you for your support. That's the reason. Yes. And more important than that, someone just told me, I always remember when people bust on the money card, and you feel so badly, but you forget about the times that people win. With Shula's win, in just a little over 2 years, just a couple of weeks over 2 years, we have just gone over the $2 million mark that we have given away. Over $2 million. That's very nice. Now let's get working on the 3rd million right now. Cards are dealt out, same 2 decks of cards. Dina, you need this game, and we'll start with a question to you. Dina, some people, such as Gene Dixon, have become famous for writing newspaper columns in which they predict the future. So we asked 100 people, do you think psychics who write for newspapers really can predict the future? How many people think newspaper psychics really can predict the future?
I know a lot of people who follow newspaper horoscope and they read and they really believe in it because sometimes it turns to be the right thing for them. So how many people would say...
How many believe they really can predict the future?
How many people believe they really can predict the future? Maybe 32.
32 out of 100 believe it. They say they really can. Sure.
I know it's not for me to say whether they really can predict or can't predict. But you know what? Sometimes when you have 2 of those people in there, they have conflicting evidence, and you're wondering if they, who's right. So even though people have a tendency, some people do believe them. I'm going to say that people... She said 32.
She said 32.
A little higher.
Little higher. I get the feeling she was fairly close to the number you were thinking. You couldn't make up your mind higher or lower. The actual number of people who think newspaper psychics really can predict the future is 49. It is a little higher. Almost half. Interesting. Shula, you start off with a 4.
Oh, 4. I love it. Higher.
Higher than a 4. A king.
Oh, I love it.
Lower than a king. A 6. Freeze. And 2 cards separate Shula from another crack at the big money. Better get going, Dina. Question to you, Shula. Shula, we asked 100 4th grade boys. 4th grade boys. If you were stranded on a desert island, who would you rather have with you? Suzanne Summers or your mommy? How many 4th grade boys said, they'd rather have mommy?
Well, 4th grade boys are still not quite on the borderline there about into women or liking girls so much. So I tend to think that they want security and they want their mothers. So I'm going to say about 55 of those little boys would want their mothers.
55 out of 100 would want mommy, Dina.
I'd say Suzanne Summer is gorgeous, but for them, their mother is beauty and wisdom and security. And I would say that people will say it's even higher now.
Higher than that. Even more want mommy. A couple of the kids asked how many years are they going to be on the island. That might have something. 55 says Shula, higher says Dina. The actual number of 4th grade boys who would rather have their mother with them if they were stranded on a desert island is 48. Not higher, it's a little lower. And Shula, you got a 6. Now she can make a big change. A little better.
I'm going to say higher.
Higher than the 5. A 3 is not higher. And there's a break for the challenger. Dina with a free chance at a king.
Lower.
Lower than the king. Yes, a 9.
I have to go.
I'm sorry?
Do I have to go?
Do you have to what?
No, I don't have to.
You can freeze if you'd like, or you can play, whatever you'd like.
I'll go for it.
You're going to freeze.
I'll freeze.
Yeah, I couldn't hear her. Did she say?
I'll freeze. I'll freeze.
I couldn't hear you, Dina. You can.
I will freeze.
That time I heard her, Ollie. We'll be right back. Well, that's all the time we have for now. Shula Dina will complete this match on our next show. We thank you for joining us. We have people here from Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and a big group from Ramona Convent in Alhambra, California. We'll see you all.
One of our polling groups will receive Gibson's microwave oven with digital time and defrost settings, solid-state variable power control, and Temper Sensor Cooking Pro. Gives you dependable, cool, clean, fast-paced cooking furnished by Gibson. And some of our contestants will receive from Mr. Coffee a gift pack featuring America's #1 coffee maker and genuine Mr. Coffee accessories, including an extra decanter and Mr. Coffee filters. From Blue Luster Home Care Products, Blue Luster Dry, the new upholstery cleaner for velvets and other delicate furniture fibers. A cookie press and Cadbury milk chocolate. One taste and you'll get carried away because only this big, thick chocolate bar is so rich, so creamy, so Cadbury. Plates Mast and Swift's Premium Franks, made with high-quality cuts of meat, backed by Swift traditional quality that taste kids love. A backpack and Sun Giant trail mixes, fresh, wholesome snacking in the handy new reclosable bag. There's something good under the sun, Sun Giant trail mix. Delicious Lipton low-calorie iced tea mix. It's sugar-free and only 2 calories per glass. Low-calorie iced tea mix from Lipton. This is Gene Woods speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
For the same sort of success on the baseball diamond we enjoyed on the football field and the basketball court, and I just want you to know that I am proud, not just of our teams, but of all of you. Proud of your ability to compete and of your determination to win. Which brings me to our last announcement. Cheerleading trials will be held at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Interested students should contact Miss Langdon. Good luck to each and every one of you. Will we be seeing you at the trials this afternoon, Stacy?
I wouldn't miss it.
Well, that's good, because you are exactly the sort of girl we need to represent us.
I'm trying out too, Mr. Sachs.
Well, good. Good for you. Well, back to work.
Life disappoints us and we turn to God. Well, there I go, lapsing into another sermon. Angela, what's up at school? Now, I understand you've turned into a fine young writer. Oh, come now. Don't be shy with me. I'm no stranger.
Well, I've applied to the yearbook staff. I'm trying out for cheerleader, and I think I'm going to be a lark.
A lark?
The Meadow Larks. It's a service club. They raise money for the rehab center in Santa Flora. It's real hard to get into. But Jamie has a friend who's in it, and she's going to nominate us.
Service club. Now, that's fine. Service and sacrifice. Those are 2 words we don't hear very often. Oh. This is delicious.
Would you like some more, Father?
Yes, I would.
Of course.
Thank you.
Here you go. Anyone else?